Hello, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez of themoviewizard.com, and we are reviewing Chappie today. This is our first video review, or I should say audio review with, movie pictures, poster on the YouTube screen because, look guys, I'm a writer, I'm not a TV personality. I'm sure if you're watching my videos, you'll agree that what I say is of more interest than how I'm saying. But for those who don't have time to read a 5-paragraph review because you're driving on your way to work, hi Dan, I decided to give this video review thing a try. So let's discuss Chappie, which was directed by Neill Blomkamp, who directed District 9 and Elysium, two much better movies, I want to add. Chappie takes place in one of those futuristic worlds where everything is like just total crap. Humans live in constant fear of terror and gangsters, and the problem has gotten so bad that they have actually now made police robots to, police the world because I guess the amount of bad people is outweighing the good people somehow. The creator of these robots, though, named Dion, played by Dev Patel, seems to have more grand ambitions in life. He wants to create a robot that can love and think and react to poetry. And believe it or not, during this period, this is when the movie was actually kind of interesting because I was kind of hoping that he would create such a robot and then maybe there would be some discussion about whether or not this is a good thing or bad thing, because as the villain in the movie, played by Hugh Jackman, points out, a robot that can learn to think for itself also has the ability to turn on humans, and in case you haven't figured it out, for all you people who haven't graduated 3rd grade, robots can kind of kick a human person's butt. Sadly, when the robot does get created, this is where the movie starts being a problem because he's raised by gangsters who are teaching it to rob people and to go with them on heists and to throw nunchuck stars at or those Chinese stars, whatever the heck they're called, at innocent people. And you don't like Chappie. You don't like the gang members. You spend so much time with the gang members. Either there really are that few good people, or they honestly think these are the heroes, and I'm sorry, I have a very different definition of what a hero is. But my issue is not with the fact that the movie follows bad people. If you look at my top 10 lists each year, there's usually a couple movies that wind up there where the star is technically not a good person. In fact, one of my top 10 films from last year, Nightcrawler, was about a villain, and as much as I despised him, the movie was so well made and he was such a good character that I kind of wanted him to get away at the end. I do not feel that way with Chappie. Chappie frankly deserves to get caught. His creator deserves to go to jail for basically putting lives at needless risk. And not only does the whole subject start to fail, but near the end of the movie, they just up the action and the gunplay and the explosions to such a 10th degree that I stopped caring after a while. It started to look a little bit like the Transformers, and all I could think about was, this is the guy who directed District 9? Really? You give him a budget and this is what he does with it? Of course the visual effects are good, of course the acting is decent. Hugh Jackman seems to be having a lot of fun despite his character not being necessarily any more or less interesting than anyone else in the movie. Also, Sigourney Weaver's in this movie. She doesn't do anything. She's just a CEO that counts the stock price every day, but she's in this movie. What's really bizarre about this film, though, and you won't read this in my review because I don't watch previews, but after I wrote my review, I decided to watch the trailer for this movie, and honestly, they kind of made it look like a family movie. I'm serious. Chappie, in the first preview I saw, and even a couple of the posters, it kind of looks like something you could take your kids to see, and it really isn't. It's got a lot of foul language, and it's got some nudity, and the violence gets really over the top and redundant, and it just doesn't really work because, strangely enough, even during all this violence, the story is so basic and so underdeveloped that it looks like maybe they should have made it for kids. On the 5-star scale, Chappie gets 2.5 stars. I have to encourage people to not even rent it and start, because I hate to say it, when the movie started, I thought I was going to be seeing something really great, and boy did it just break my heart. I'm Kevin T. Rodriguez of themoviewizard.com. Please subscribe if you want to hear more of these video reviews. Like, comment, share, and leave respectful but thought-provoking flames if you must.